All right, I'm hearing two very different songs, very distinctly different energies, but bordering, excuse me, on the same things. Kind of death, eternal, um, yeah, life and death. But we got the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck here, which also speaks to, specifically within this deck, talks a lot about marriage, right? Harmony, blissful relationship, emotionally fulfilled, stability, idyllic love, peace, right? So it's gonna get into the energy of your person. So let's see what's going on for them. The connecting energy, please. Connecting energy. Connecting energy. Devil reverse. Devil reverse. Unhealthy patterns, codependency, energetic implants, so like people lingering on, like also energetic implants speaks to people who were like kind of put in your life to help you break cycles if you so choose, right? You can continue the cycle or you can break the cycle if you so choose. So maybe being confronted with their codependent, like toxic patterns, someone being like, perhaps there's someone new introduced in their life that's kind of showing them this good or bad or a situation, or it could just be that it's been reflected to them through other relationships that they see, or they are firsthand experiencing it. We'll get into it. Empress. No, that's good. And we did have Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck at first. Bliss, harmony. I mean, it could be, being forced to confront patterns as to how they messed up within this relationship, previous relationships. I feel like I just saw something, but that could have just been like a figment of my imagination. Three of Wands reversed. Restrictions. Lack of progress, thought out, things small. Like not being able to move forward. Or not knowing how to move forward. Viewing. For the Empress to be dead center of that, it's kind of crazy. I mean, definitely how they stalled out, how they've stalled out in their own life. Again, energy of just like the Hermit reverse, paralyzing fear. Kind of afraid to go within. Like they're afraid of their own psyche, their own subconscious. The Empress there is tripping me up. Like they're dark cards, and there's just the Empress, kind of like a beacon of light in the dark. Could be a thing, but let's keep it going. Queen of Wands. I just heard courtside with a bad bitch. Bad and bougie. My bitch is bad and bougie. That was, so what a time to be in college. Anyway, I don't know. I guess like when everything else is going to shit in your life, but you got this ray of fucking sunshine. You could be an anchor for them. It's kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, let's confirm. Three of Wands, reverse, dead set in the center. That like everything about this is like paralyzed. Very like paralyzed energy. The Devil reversed. Cosmic breaking trigger. I mean, obviously like divine intervention, but kind of like something's got to give with these toxic patterns, with the things that you've enslaved yourself to, that you've chained yourself to. Empress. Very curious to see what comes out for that. It's really cute. That's really cute, guys. That's really cute. Seven of Wands, making a stand worth fighting for, confirming under the Empress. Yeah, that's definitely not their energy. That's not their energy. That's them, how they see you. That's like and that has to be like a focal point within their energy, thinking about like surrounded by all this stuff, but still understanding that you're something that's worth fighting for, someone that's worth fighting for. Again, right? Like that Ten of Cups was at the bottom of the deck before we started here, so it's like that is the thing that's at the back of their mind, like through everything. That's kind of the through line. Three of Wands reversed. There was the King of Wands. We're gonna see if it fell upright or reversed. Boys and girls, it's unfortunately reversed. All right, confirming this like lack of direction, grasping onto control. You know, I just started hearing clear audience popping off right now. She's falling in love now, losing control now, fighting the truth. Do you know that song, Losing Control? Who's it? What's that guy's name? I'll put it up there. I forgot his name. Very reminiscent of that time. Something did happen around that time, 2016, 2017. Like cycles they're being forced to confront at this time. Like how they like harp on control. But they're kind of being shown like how it's not getting them anywhere right now. I was kind of keeping them trapped. Yeah, Two Cups at the bottom of the deck. Unhealthy attachments, like wanting to rescue people, trying to place that Captain Save-A-Ho, just like imbalance, emotional imbalance within partnerships, within relationships. Stark contrast to the Ten of Cups upright that we had at the bottom of the deck when we started. Hermit reverse. We got 2 for that. Strength reverse and another timing card. Winter solstice for this one. Find the light within. A year or more. Tie up loose ends. Validate feelings. Hibernate winter. So for the last year, very self-absorbed energy. Right, because the Hermit upright goes within from an empowered place. So it's like the Hermit reverse is just focused on themselves. Paralyzed by like everything that's going on around them. Not knowing like how to make an action, like how to take action, so just not taking any action. When they're supposed to be trying to like tie up loose ends, but it's like they're paralyzed with self-doubt, heavy self-worth issues, heavy identity issues. And it could be, I mean, and no wonder they're constantly thinking about you at this time. Like you're coming out as the fucking Empress and the Queen of Wands, bad bitch, right? Like hot bitch, like Queen of Wands confirmed with the 8 of Cups reversed and the 6 of Wands reversed. No, that doesn't make sense to me. Because how do they see that you're something worth fighting for, right? You're nurturing, abundant, like very much like divine feminine energy. And have this sort of like this magnetic attraction to you, this heavy sexual appeal, but also kind of seeing you as a Six of Wands reverse, which speaks to like vanity, narcissism, self-involvement, like. And then the Eight of Pentacles reverse, and that's like a lack of effort or an unwillingness to put in any sort of effort. It could be to find that within themselves, right? Because they had to find the light within. So it could be like unwilling to find that within themselves, and vain, conceited, or whatever, kind of posturing because they see, because they see you as that. Solar eclipse, and we're coming up on a solar eclipse in 3 weeks. So that's crazy. Four of Wands reverse. You guys could have been divorced. I don't normally harp on divorce within that card, but it's sticking out to me. You guys could have, this could be like you could have been married and gotten divorced, or like divorces at play here in one way or another. But just overall them, because this is under the devil, right? These negative karmic patterns and loops and whatnot, and being forced to confront this. So maybe kind of dealing with how they never feel supported in their life. And I mean, with the Empress coming out right after that, you were a person that really supported them, was really there for them. Some of Wands we're fighting for. Okay, Hangman. This is good. This is good. It's like they can't move forward on this though until they something within themselves. It's not seeing you because they see you. You're coming as Empress. They see you as who you are. It's are they your equal? Do they see themselves as your equal? Right. We had the two of cups at the bottom, so they clearly don't, right? Two of cups reverse. I mean, it was like not being able to move on this until they have that moment. And that requires them to do some work that they're, clearly not doing at this time. King of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. A lot of reversals. Oh my goodness. The Star reverse at the bottom of the deck here. Despair, losing hope. I just had crazy eyes. It's just like everything is stacking on top of one another, right? This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of concerning energy. Not even kind of concerning. This is very concerning energy. I don't see any movement in this whatsoever. Like I don't see any growth. It's just a lot of like wounds that are bubbling up under the surface that thus far I don't see that they're dealing with it or making any efforts to deal with it, right? Like, or maybe this is just telling me what the divine is doing for them at this time. That could be possible. We'll hold out hope for that. Strength reverse. The Chariot reversed. So I'm hearing it. So, likely, possible, maybe, right? Hold on. It really could be the spirit's just showing me what's been going on in their life within the last 6 months, like what they've been working on. And that's why I'm not seeing growth. My hands are red. just how they've been lacking direction, how, like, you know, everything that they have been feeling. Justice reverse, karmic avoidance right at the top there. Unfair victimization, cancel, being shamed, blamed, imbalance, guilt and blame. I mean, we see that. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Eight of Pentacles and Six of Wands reverse. All of this is like falling right on that very first row. So it is their own inner light, their own Queen of Wands energy, because I mean, they're the King of Wands reverse. So that is them. The Empress is still you, how they're seeing you. But Eight of Wands, I mean, there's momentum over this. There's rapid change. There's, you know, alchemization taking place, right? Page of Pentacles reverse, like, you know, not learning from mistakes and all that. And then just one, Spirit, what's happening now, right now? We got two. Okay, this is good. This is good. Five of Swords, Three of Swords reverse. This is actually really, really good. So it is changing. Kind of stalled in the mind, but it is changing. This is a very, like, mental game for them. Three of Swords reverse, you're releasing, you're letting go, you're healing. Oh God, that was heavy. Yeah, because Magician of Pride. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is good. This is good. They were just telling, I mean, I guess we asked what was going on with them. So this could be a thing where you guys haven't been in contact for at least 6 months. That seems very, very, like, relevant. Very critical. So don't make this fit if that's not the case here. How are you working on that face, Spirit? We got the Cave, but it was reversed. So in its imbalanced state, and the Internal Child. The Cave is kind of an extension of the heart, right? So the heart is deep, magical, like, well place of you know, like, what drives you, what frees you, and all that kind of stuff, what brings you into balance and whatnot. And then within the heart is said to be, particularly within the lore of archetypes and within this archetypal deck, is a cave. Within your heart is this cave, this cave that is your inner fire, the light and the dark. So this being in the imbalanced position, along with the Eternal Child. Think Peter Pan. Think why am I falling short on people? Just think like infectious joy, just like a very youthful spirit, very magnetizing, because they view it's a whimsy of viewing life, and so it's like they're out of touch with that part of themselves, with how that is who they are deep within their core, and they're very much out of touch with that. And that's probably why they feel like they don't have support, right? Probably have been surrounded by people who weren't good for them, right? Who kind of like killed this spirit within them, and now they feel so far removed from it, and feel so far removed from their heart and what it is that their heart genuinely craves. Okay, what is the message to be had for the collective regarding this person? I'm not doing that intentionally, y'all. we'll actually read these and go from there. Let's get one more. These are coming out crazy. That's too many. But that's... So that's the threshold, the initiation, right? Someone's been initiated. The forest. The shaman, the underworld. But that's... The kiss. The sustainer. The mirror, but the mirror is imbalanced, right? So this is what's going on with you guys, right? The kiss speaks of passion, desire, that being electrified within you, but it is it doesn't always speak to romantic entanglements. I don't know why I've been using the word entanglements, but yeah. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. This archetype and the archetypal energy of the first of the kiss is the heightened sensation of merging with other, of letting in what was moments ago separate to become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred. Hearing a whisper or being graced by a divine being, you will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart, sensual expressiveness merging, inviting. And this is like what's been worked on the two of you. This is like why this is relevant. So we're actually going to read. The sustainer, the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. The sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes tending to the task of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to a humble yet meaningful task. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact. Okay, Mother Teresa, to see their role in this divine cycle of life, it's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. Abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? Which action describes this relationship more accurately? I fear let's go to the mirror to confirm, but I fear something. We look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we dream to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put up the phone, put down the phone, stop the comparisons, and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside. The reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. Yeah, right. So, Let's get one more. Because I don't want to say what it is that I think. Say what you need to say. I don't want to say what it is that I think that this is. My God. The offering, the siren. You get put into the siren steps to make you assess your psyche. Okay, so it is in line with what I was thinking, just not in that way, right? The offering is just that. We don't even need to read that. We know what that sounds like. We know what that is. I fear this is more that you specifically, obviously we're meant to like activate this person, like that's just what happens, but your kiss, your touch, your love, baby, you're electric. I fear you're meant to show this person themselves. See what it is that they are kind of sustaining that doesn't work for them, right? What needs to be sustained. And they're kind of seeing that as in like what needs to be sustained, but also kind of how you both are overworkers and you do too much. You're not Superman, you know. And the mirror here, the mirror is a reflection, but the mirror is the premise of the mirror, like the essence of this archetype, is that kind of, yes, the mirror is a reflection, but that reflection isn't always true. You see what it is that you think that you see. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look, like as I'm looking at myself recording, right? If I think that I'm an ugly duckling who needs to go, like, you know, crawl under a hole, I'm going to see an ugly duckling that needs to crawl under a hole. Perceptions can be like distorted. Perceptions can distort reality. So it's like in that essence, like the mirror reflects back to you the truth, but the mirror reflects back to you the truth of what it is that you already feel about yourself. It shows you that. And it can be a portal to seeing deeper aspects of yourself, to seeing how it is that you are seeing yourself incorrectly and all of that, like if you so choose. And I think for both of you it's kind of like where are the distortions? Where are you kidding yourselves about yourselves? This love, this intensity, this intimacy between the two of you, it is meant to draw you in and pull you under. You're kind of meant to get lost in it to find yourself. And the forest came out, didn't it? You were meant to get lost before you can be found. And the finding is like, it goes back to, you know, what's going on within, period, right? The cave, the eternal child, the true you, the real raw you, the light within, what it is that lights you up, brings you that childlike joy and wonder and whimsy and awe about life. So like that's kind of like what's going on with them, with you, the riddle, right? And then we have the flame at the bottom there, right? What lights you up, what awakens you, lights a fire under your ass. Just gonna see what's coming next for you guys. What's coming next for them? First card, our sexuality. I view sexuality as like exploration, right? Primal urges, primal desires, exploration of that, exploration of the psyche. Commitment. Could be that. I kind of don't see that though. Health focused. Maybe commitment is like on the brain. Excuse me, confirmation burp. But it's like there are health things that need to be assessed here. Mentally, spiritually, sexual health could be a thing. These are conflicting. You know, we're gonna switch gears. We're wrapping this up, guys. This is not gonna be that long. Spirit animal for collective. Spirit animal for connected energy. How spirit sees this connection. How spirit sees this connection. What's coming next for this connection? One more on that. Oh, that was a lot. And challenges. Jeez. We're not going to read all of those. Your energy, camel and elephant. We'll summarize both. Because we'll be here all night if I read all of them. Oh, we just split right to the elephant. Oh, camel's fire too. Wow. I forgot that. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. Calm, content, sparkle in the eye. You represent the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water. That's very, very beautiful. Now we're going to go to elephant. Unstoppable, auspicious, wise. Queen. One pointed focus, generous, loving. The elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. Also, the elephant is known to create obstacles to steer us in the right direction. And didn't I say that that's kind of like the point with like the siren card? That's in both y'all's energy at this time. So that's you. Them. They're actually coming in with some really good energy. Perfect blend of fire and water. And then what is this? Just fire, just water. Oh my God. Waster, patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. Okay, so I mean, part of why they don't, part of why they are so stuck, trapped in their own mind, right? Paralyzed, and this fear and this doubt and everything, it's because they take their gifts for granted. They don't see themselves. Like, plain and simple, they don't see themselves. The oyster is a very beautiful card, but it speaks a lot about taking your gifts for granted, like not being able to, literally just what I said, like not seeing yourself clearly for who it is that you are, what it is that you have to offer. So if you don't see that about yourself, then you're not gonna necessarily know how to move forward with a life, even if you feel deeply unsatisfied with this life, even if you understand that the things that you're doing aren't actually working. Otter, unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment, full of love, needs nothing. The most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. Playfulness, energy of a child. They have giddiness and reverence for life itself. The Otter card begs these. Oh, okay. The questions: what would life look like? What would it take to bring it out there? Oh, sorry. That childlike innocence and wonder. So I mean, that's kind of what they're sitting in. They're okay, like Spirit's trying to get them to see that how that they take their gifts for granted, and trying to get them to understand that, like, at their core, at their essence, they are deeply unserious, very very playful, very joyful, right? They have this beautiful essence about them, and it's okay. What would it look like if you tapped into that? What would it look if you led life from that perspective? That's you. That's them. How Spirit's seeing the both of you right now. The Horse. We split right to the Horse. Crazy. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. Right. So this has the ability to grow. Right. It's giving the opportunity to grow. The Horse represents the most masterful form of Earth energy, grounding this into Earth to the 3D. Provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. Right? The Horse is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The Horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice, physical stamina, and exercise, and mental focus. So that's when you're honing your elephant and camel energy, right? And they're honing and like actually seeing their gifts and going after their own spirit. So for you, it's like wise. And what's camel? I don't know. I love camel, but sometimes I literally will forget it. Like, you see how I just forgot it just that fast. Oh yeah, knowing yourself and acting on that knowing of self, and moving from a place of wisdom, right? Embodying that. Fire ant. I don't even remember what I asked, but like rewind and go back. That's horrible of me, but like, rigid, aggressive, follows orders, but can be thoughtful and disciplined. Breaking free of drama. Being sensitive but pretending that the heat is not getting to you. Could be that both of you do this. Could be that you're like, that what's working through you guys right now is to kind of like showing you how you do that and how it doesn't work within the relationship, right? Should the relationship move forward? And then we had the Cobra, the Scorpion. What is this? A lamb. Deer. She's mother. She's mother. That's feminine mother energy. All right, Cobra. When the student is ready, they teach their peers. When you're ready to learn, right? So for both of you, it's like you're ready to grow. You're ready to be challenged in these ways. So the opportunity is coming forward. Scorpion, I'm actually gonna have to read that. That's a lot of fire energy, though. Fire and earth. Passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers, and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they feel like they're being burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual but fiery self. Talk about your feelings. Don't hide them. Didn't we say that like before with something else? Viren, I'm pretty sure. That's gonna be like a big thing. Let's wrap this up. I shouldn't have pulled so many cards. Are y'all feeling that way? Like, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Lamb, patient, prophetic, peaceful. There's an important message here. Wisdom within you both that's being asked to be channeled through you, or someone, or you're gonna come in contact with someone that has a message for you regarding this connection for both of you. How to move forward. You might just like encounter just like a random person, a friend or something, might just, you know, drop a gem, you know, just some good wisdom that's really gonna help you move forward and kind of work through unresolved issues and whatnot. Dear, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother, the feminine aspects of earth energy, radiates inner beauty, a sense of grace, calm, comes the room, affects others, and so drawing cards. So quiet tenderness here is a very important thing within this relationship. How you handle things, how you move forward. Quiet tenderness, right? Like tame some of that fire with some tenderness. That's a big thing of your own like inner joy, childlike spirit, and whatnot. We literally got this because of Pets card. Like this card to me is just a spirit animal has a message for you. Okay, now these are the ones that we're actually gonna read because these are the challenges for you guys. So we're probably gonna just like we're gonna read them, but we're gonna focus on the imbalanced state of them. Fox. Sneaky, unsure of their identity. So specifically within this deck, the fox is a wise and strong like partner and like mentor, teacher. But if you don't know yourself, right, camel, like your inner truth, oneself. If you don't know yourself, how are you going to be a very good partner? If you don't know like the place that you're coming from, it's going to be like a thing that you know that you need to battle. That's why you need to really master that camel energy there. Then we have crocodile. Crikey. Feel stuck, lashes out. That's them. So when they feel stuck, they lash out. They lash out with their relationships. Kind of like getting trapped in the mind when situations appear, when like discomfort appears. Bat. It's like you, them, you, them. Refuses to let go, reminisces. Not knowing when to close the door, not knowing when to close the chapter. You gotta approach this from a new lens. Short and simple. I asked what was coming next for you guys. That's a question that I forgot. So for the cobra and deer and like all that, that's what it is. That's what's coming next for you guys. A period of learning, a period of seeing if you can get it right. And these are the challenges that you're gonna face along the way. I don't know why that just came to me, but it did, because thank God, wrapping this up, rounding it out, I was stuck there for a second. Okay, them. Another thing they're gonna be dealing with, underestimating their own power. Not everything, it's not gonna move very quickly. You're not gonna want it to move quickly. Don't allow that to make you think that this isn't growing. It is, and it's up to you, right? Like there was commitment out. Yeah, I didn't put them up. There's commitment out. Like there's commitment here. It's just kind of like knowing what it is that you need to say no to. We're gonna get through to wrap it up. Our spirit, what do you want? What do you want them to know that's coming for them within the next 6 months? Coming for this connection within the next 6 months. Within the next month. Open up your heart. Trust your intuition. Within the next month. Something you're working on. Being bewitched by this connection, by this person. Be bewitched by yourself. Like, fall in love with yourself. A big thing for you is knowing yourself. 2 more to come out. Yep, caution. Don't throw caution to the wind. It's crazy for me to say because one of my favorite like song lyrics, and especially pertaining to love, don't get caught up in caution when love exists. Get caught up in caution. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Last one closes out. God, this is way longer than I thought it was going to be. Whatever period, like, yes, be cautious. Yes, open up your heart. Yes, trust your intuition. Yes, don't be so bewitched by this person. Whatever period it was where they were this intense liar, where you felt like you were being gaslit and all of that, like, you need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to trust. Otherwise, y'all are going to just have another ending. One more? Let's do one more. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected.